Welcome back to Sepulkrum. Look what I got. Another DW-290. If you haven't seen my previous video, I'll try to leave you a link right here or down below. The other one I got as a gift from my father-in-law. That other one has module 1189, so it is a second version. This one is a 1219 version, first version, made in Japan, bought here in the United States in Radio Shack. Got the original receipt here. Person paid $44.99. And look at this. No sound. You see how the module is moving inside? And look at this. The person paid batteries plus $25.99 to replace the battery. It has a full warranty, lifetime warranty. Let me see if I find the date. Right here. June 19 of this year. So $27.81 with tax. Let's open it up and see what kind of battery they installed and if they did it right. So no cleaning. This is not the original strap. Hong Kong. It's like an aftermarket from the 90s, I think. Where is my screwdriver? I'm always losing it. Oh, here it is. Oh, I see something. Oh boy. I'm worried. Well, at least the watch is on. Uh-oh. Wrong screw. Somebody lost the original screw. So I'm missing one original screw already. And that looks like a regular computer from a PC or electronic screw. Oh my God. Why would anybody do this? Luckily, the person who switched or paid for the battery switch didn't get the watch wet. Look at that. Let's remove that battery. And it looks like a cheapo battery too. Look what I got. Brand new wooden tip tweezers. Unbranded battery. So this is like $1 battery. No good. So the module appears to be in perfect working condition. It just needs a nice cleaning. And I've noticed, yes, the glass is scratched, but it is a used watch. Notice the difference on the watches This one that's made in Japan, it has a O here, right? $12.19 Japan M. Let me get my previous one. All right, so this is the one from the previous video, and you can see it has an O, but it has a line underneath. O. The Japan made does not have a line underneath, and this is a D290T made in China, and this one is the last one with module 3231 made in China, and you can see this one doesn't have anything, nothing here. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the glass, remove the buttons, and you've seen that process done on this video. But on this video I did it wrong, so I'm going to show you on this video. And let me get the tools and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I just got done doing a quick polish with sodium oxide. I have a video about that. You can see that it's nice and clean, but it also exposes all the other scratches. And to be able to remove these other ones, you know, the only way would be to like sand it. You have to sand the glass down and then repolish it. There's no miracle cure. And I don't really feel like doing that. It's a long process. You run the risk of damaging the letters on the other side, because if it gets too hot, it'll get damaged. So that's good enough. Using a 45 for the top here, and using this little one that needs to sit inside the glass without touching that inner plastic. There. Let me see if I can give you a better look here. And it comes right out. Real simple. I like to polish whatever I'm going to do before removing the glass. You can see that it has some residue here. Now I can clean it. So the glass has some sticky tape, as you can see there. I'm going to use some glue gun. I'll dip it in some glue gun to remove it without scratching the plastic and without scratching the glass here, because if you scratch it, you can scratch the letters on this side. So, and once I do that, I'm going to dip it into the ultrasonic cleaner, clean it up nice and clean, and I'll be back. I'm back. I got an extra screw from the parts bin. This is what happens when you buy a lot of used broken watches. You get extra parts. So before, when I was taking it apart, I did mention that it did not have any sound, and I forgot to point out that whoever was working in here lost the piezo speaker spring right here. So a while back when I was working on the DW-6900, I ordered some springs. This one is for the module 1199. I think it goes to the DW-6600. I don't remember. But I do have two right there, brand new, gold color. It should fit. We're going to test it out. We are going to test it out. That's tape. Sometimes I want to edit parts like this, but I feel like it might take too long. And the video is already taking me a long time. It's already been a few hours. I had to take a break because my vision was getting really bad. All right, so if you don't know, you see that little tip right there? That's the bottom. And you could slide it in like this. And then you gotta force it in. Make sure it goes all the way to the, right there. All the way to the board. Right there. So to test it, we're gonna have to install the module here. We need a battery. New Panasonic battery. Yeah, I'm not installing that that no brand battery that was installed before. I mean, you understand that if you change the battery and you don't clean like the O-ring and make sure that it's the water resistant, it's like it's supposed to, it's like changing a diaper on a baby and not wiping. I mean, what are your thoughts? Changing a battery just because you got to change the battery, but without doing the whole maintenance deal, it's like showering but not using soap. I can keep going. All right. It's on. Let's do an AC reset to do a quick test. There, it did it. We're gonna be checking out the movement when I press the button also. So I'm not gonna be using the O-ring, but I can already see that that spring is sticking out far enough for it to work. And we need a button. Perfect. All right. Let's take it out. Now, I was looking at this. You see how it moves? On the second version of this watch, the module is different. The 1189 module is different, and it doesn't have this part. This part is basically part already of the module. So if you put this here, the purpose of this, the way I was seeing it, is that it's supposed to like compress the module. So when you put the back cover on, it should press it down and does not allow it to move. But look at this, still moves. And I'm going to show you why. You see, it should come out pretty simple because it doesn't have any buttons. So this is all hard plastic. And as you can see, no matter how hard you press on it, it's plastic with plastic. So it's still gonna slide. Now, I have an idea. I could use some foam tape on the inside, maybe here, maybe a little piece here, and that should be enough for it to keep this from sliding like this, or put some foam tape here, and here. Why? Because you see that this has like a lip here, and that lip is supposed to go in there right here, but it doesn't fit in tight. So I have foam tape here, which Casio does use on multiple watches, and I do have double-sided tape, which is super thin. It's a lot thinner than the foam. So which route should I go? I think the foam tape might be too thick to apply it on the side because the play is just too small. I'm gonna try to use the double-sided tape on the back of this and see how it goes. Let me install it and I'll be back. All right, so I tried the double-sided tape and it's not thick enough, and it wouldn't reach, you know, to stick to the other side. So I'm going with the foam. The foam is a little bit thicker. Check it out. It feels better, and you know, the foam is not sticky on this side. So let's see how it feels. Put it here. Let's compress everything here. And let's do a button press here. I don't see it moving. And it doesn't even have the screws in the back. I'm just putting my finger. Let me try this button. Yep. So that did it. That fixed the issue. Nice and simple. Just 3 small pieces of foam right there. Didn't have to add anything to the module right here. And now I wanted to show you a little bit of a difference on the cases that you probably already seen here. If you saw my previous video when I took apart that made in China with the 1189 version, it does not have this metal reinforcement here. It's all plastic. So it seems that this Japan-made DW-290 has metal inside to reinforce the case, which makes it different. And you can see it from both sides. So if you remove the module, you're going to be able to see it. And here through the holes, you're going to be able to see the black double-sided tape that was behind the glass. Of course, I'm not using double-sided tape because I don't need it. That's probably something they used in the factory just to make sure nothing would move while the watch was going from one station to the other. It does not affect water resistance, and this is an old watch. Nobody's going swimming with this watch. The color of the glass is also different. Here it's a light, kind of a grayish color. On the Chinese made one, it's black over here. Notice that it's not scratched. Use glue gun to remove all that residue from the double-sided tape. And yes, the glass is heavily scratched, but it's original. It's original to the watch. And you know, the watch, it's not in perfect condition either, so it's in better condition than when I got it. All right, same die as before, the 45. The only difference is that now I'm gonna put it like this. It doesn't require a lot of pressure. That packing seal is also discontinued, I believe. See, once it goes in a little bit, back out. And now I can use the little one to push the glass a little bit more. Right there. Now, because it doesn't have that double-sided tape, the glass sits just a hair deeper. Just a hair. So now I can do my little trick in a video that I showed you, I made a while back, using UV glue if I really want it to hide those scratches, which I'll probably do later on, but not on this video. And this watch, like I mentioned, it came with aftermarket straps. I also wanted to show you the difference between Japanese straps and the Thailand straps. I'll be back. All right, buttons are in. Check it out. I got the straps over here. Before I do that, let's put this together and do a test. See how the little foam tape invention is gonna work out. Brand new O-ring. I still can't believe somebody would charge almost $30 to change a battery. And close it back up with that O-ring like that. That is crazy. I'm about to show you something that I'm pretty sure that you've never seen before. The rarest DW-290. Which one do you think it is? What do you think is the rarest DW-290? All right. Clean it up. This module needs like a new polarizer, but oh yeah, look at that. You hear that sound? Completely different from the 1189. Nice. Super, super nice. Let me give you a sneak peek of that blue EL light. Now, here is a Japan strap with damage. These are super difficult to find. Super difficult. If you order right now, this is what you're gonna get. Thailand. Right there. And yes, I could swap out the buckle, but I can't swap out the numbers. Look at the difference. 338, 338, and then the bottom part is different. Same thing on the long strap. Japan, Thailand. See the difference? So I'm gonna be installing the Japan, even though it has damage, until I can find a replacement. Now, I was doing some research, and this is the one that they're gonna sell you right now with this part number. And check out the list. And you see how it lists the G, 290G. That's the one with the gold screen, and instead of a red line, it has a white line. A lot of people think that's the rarest, but it's actually the B, 290B, which is not even listed here, and I think I know why, but I'm gonna go more into detail. Now this one caught my eye, the 290-MV, and I found on a website from Spain, that there's also a GMV. Now I did a lot of research, can't find anything but parts on the straps that list the 290 GMB and the 290 MV, and it's usually on European websites. What does MV stand for? I don't know. I don't think it's like a different color variation. It might be like a zone difference, because like I said, there's a GMV military version, maybe, I don't know, marine version, don't know. If anybody knows, leave me a comment down below. So also wanted to show you this. That's not the one you've seen this one. This is the one from the previous video. You see how it says made in China, 1189. This one, DW-290T, same thing, but this one says made in Thailand. Why? DH. Look at the difference in the color of the LCD and the one made in China. The letters here also have a different color. You see? Now on the last one, you can see the Thailand one looks a lot closer to this one when it comes to the colors, but not here on the bottom. And remember, these two are the same module, but I guess this one was made in Thailand, this one was made in mainland China. And now, are you ready? Bam! The DW-290B. You notice how the case is slightly blue? Ever seen one of these before? 1219 module, just like this other one. Japan M. This watch is in extremely good condition. The only thing is that it's starting to lose the letterings here. And you can see the straps. This one is also Japan. I've managed to get one of these, and these are brand new. Now, on some old parts list, I was able to find there's 3 different numbers for the DW-290 when it comes to straps. And I'm thinking that maybe this B version with the blue line, maybe it had like a different strap with a hint of blue to match the case. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's why it's not listed here. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I did a thing here where I recreated the image. That way you can see the whole thing with the light on. And this is the other one that a lot of people think is the rarest. But if you look this one up on the internet right now, you can find pictures of this one. You can't find pictures of this. And if you can, it's probably one without the letters. So this one, recreated image also, supposed to have like a gold screen, and it does have like a greenish LED, similar to this, I think. Let me see. Like this. Now, when it comes to the G, there's 2 versions that I've been able to find. There's a G with a 1219 module, and there's a G with a 1189. So the 1189 would have the green tint. 1219 is going to have the blue EL light. So let me put the straps on this one, and we're going to do a loom test here. See how you see how they inverted also the light here, which is red instead of blue. So let me do the straps on this, and I'll be back. So while setting the time, I noticed that the module was still moving. So I added a little piece of foam here on the corner. I tried putting them here, but it wouldn't fit. So here and on the other side. And let's see if it fits. Now it fits. Now I got some padding, and I still move, but it's less. All right, let me close it back up, and I'll be back. By the way, here is the inside of the 3231. You see this one has foam tape also from factory. Has a different shape. And look at the inside. Got a metal frame in there. Most likely to ground all the buttons and some clips. Different. The more you know. All right, are you ready for the light show? I got the flash alert on all of them. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. So I'm gonna start sending them, activating them from here down to the left. Let me turn off the light and let's see how it goes. Look at that. I bet you've never seen that before. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. The blue one sounds just the same way, in case you were wondering. That's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, I managed to order brand new case centers. Only ordered 2. Why? Because I have a feeling that what I'm gonna get is this one, this case center. But I could probably use it on this, even though it's not Japanese, but it'll still look good with the old module. And I'll probably use the other one on one of these. Probably, I don't know, maybe this one, because this one was a gift. I don't want to change it. So that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. They're probably going to be here like a month or so, or maybe a month and a half. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Did you like this video? Peace out.